Pencil. Pencil. Well, hello there, and welcome back to another installment of Gazbot's Toy Shots. That's right, Gazbot's Toy Shots, the show where I, Gazbot, tell you about my toy acquisitions, adventures, and misadventures. Sure, why not? Well, we're doing a few back-to-back today, so once again, get used to seeing this shirt for the next few episodes, because I am in the zone. What zone am I in? The toy zone, the toy zone, the toy zone, and... slipcase fail. Here we have it. This is the new line from Matty Collector, which is Mattel. The adult line collector is Matty Collector, and they do DC and other things, but they do Masters of the Universe Classics, which are figures that are new, modern, expensive versions of the old figures. They finished the entire line that had been created back in the 80s, and now they have a small sub-line of only 6 figures. It's a subscription-based only way to get them. You can get them online after the subscribers do whatever's left at MattyCollector.com, but if you want to be sure to get all of them, you subscribe ahead of time, you save a little bit of money, and you're guaranteed to get them all, assuming you want them all. In this case, I did. The difference, aside from the packaging, they have this nice slipcase. And inside, you can see the first release is the man himself, He-Man. Now that's dark, I know, but it is cool that you can see him through it. And on the back, that is his filmation, animation, accurate look from the show. And the idea is that these are going to be closer to the show and less close to the figures. The original line was meant to emulate the figures that came out in the 80s. This line is meant to emulate the characters on the TV show. Now, had I known these were coming out, I might not have jumped on the other ones because I prefer these versions. Now, there's only 6. Who knows if they're going to continue the rest of the line or if this is just one special thing. But I definitely, like I said, wanted to get these at the very least. The previous line of He-Man figures they had were more on what they call a bubble card, where you actually had to rip it open and destroy it. These you don't have to. It comes with the slipcase, which is the same for all of them, which is a nice Castle Grayskull look. And then the individual packaging has a bubble so you can see the figures, and then their art from the show on the back. But you can open the top, take them out, put them back in, and you don't have to destroy the packaging, which is... I have mixed feelings about. As a collector that likes to take my things out of the package, I do appreciate that you can put it back in, but I have trouble. I have a closet full of empty boxes, and the old packages, since I had to destroy them, I could throw them out. Now this, theoretically, I should save, because if I ever want to sell it, it'll help the value. I don't know what I'm doing. The next thing we have, shockingly, is another one. This is the next one in the line, and who is this? Trapjaw, which I think is even more fantastic than He-Man, specifically because he's so different from the original. With He-Man, it's mainly coloration differences. Trapjaw, also coloration differences, but it's black becomes red, and the gun is different, and he comes with a bow, which he had in the show, but the original toy didn't, so the remake toy didn't. Once again, I'll open this up and put pictures of both of them at the end. This one even has a fly swatter, which again is the more goofy nature of the show, whereas the toys were always a little bit more serious than the show was. I would love to get all anime, cartoon accurate versions of the main characters from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the 80s series. I don't know if that's possible, but like I said, there's these 6 original ones. I had the bi-monthly shipping plan, which means every 2 months I get 2 figures. That saves me on shipping. There's another plan where you get all 6 at once, which I didn't do for this one, but I did for the Thundercats line that's coming out. You have to wait longer, but you save money, so, you know, considering how much I'm spending on these, I could wait a little longer to save a few extra bucks. Okay, so that's He-Man. Got a few other things, though. Here's something I got for free. That's right, it's a pop. It's a Star Wars pop. Now, if you're unaware of pop vinyls, you don't go to toy stores or comic stores or Target. These are huge. They're not tall, they're small, but they're gigantic in terms of scope of popularity and the licensees that they have. They have Star Wars, they have Marvel Comics, they have DC Comics, they have Game of Thrones, they have any popular thing now they have, and even back retro things. They have He-Man ones, I believe. You know, so to give you an idea, I don't really collect them. Well, I don't collect them at all. That might change, you know. This is Luke Skywalker. I am a Star Wars fan, as you know if you've watched these shows. Luke is my favorite character, as you may also know. So I'm happy that if I have to have a pop, it's Luke. But I didn't buy this. I used either Shirt Punch or T-Fury or one of those online t-shirt sales that every day they're like, here's our new designs. And I got a Luke Skywalker retro 80s Rebel t-shirt. With it, it came with this pop. So I paid like $13 or whatever it was, got the t-shirt, which I wanted, and got a free pop, which generally retails for around $10. Sometimes 8, 12, whatever. So again, if I'm only gonna have one, Luke is a good one. My worry though now is like, well, I've got one, maybe like I kind of want Old Man Luke from Force Awakens as well. So we'll see, but this is my, you know, first official, well, I technically own another pop, but somebody gave it to me, so I don't really count it, and it's whatever. Let's not get into it. I really want to avoid collecting pops because I know people, that's their entire collection and it becomes their entire life. But maybe I'll get a few more Lukes now that I got a free one. Who knows? Okay, we got 2 more things today. One of them is this. This is another Ranger key set, a DX key set. Japanese version. The DX version, again, all paint, no stickers, completely put together. And this is a team set. And the team is Sun Vulcan, or San Borukan, and I'm probably mispronouncing the Japanese incorrectly too. It's a 3-person Sentai team. This is a Sentai that did not come to America as Power Rangers, but it was a 3-person team. In Japanese, San is 3, so San Vulcan, it's a play on words because Sun Vulcan, like the god of sun, but it's 3 and whatever. I already have Red from another set, but I wanted the good version of these two. Now, this has been a set that's sort of been on my light, I want it, but it's not urgent because it wasn't that expensive. I got it on eBay, but it was a thing where the seller had other sets I wanted more, and so I bid on a bunch of them. They had combined shipping, and the shipping was like $6 or $10, or it was expensive. So what happened was I lost every auction except for this one. So I think I bid like $5 on this, and with the shipping, I ended up paying like $12 or $15 for this, which is way more than I wanted to. I mean, it's not like I overpaid, that's about what it cost, but I was more looking to get a deal, and I was kind of throwing this in with the others, which would have been a much better deal, but because I lost those, I ended up paying all the shipping just for this. And I've done this before, and it's worked, where I've gotten a bunch of things, and then because of the shipping I've saved, it's become a great deal, but it's always a bit of a gamble. So be warned, if you're counting on, you know, combined shipping, it doesn't always work. But I still wanted these, so. Last up. Something else I got for free. This, my friends, is the Zeo Megazord. The original from Power Rangers. When they switched over to Zeo, they had 2 Megazords. This was the first one, so it's the original Zeo Megazord, not the Super Zeo. You can see he's got a lion, he's got chromey goodness. He does transform. He comes in 4 separate parts. These are turrets, there's a lion, there's a bird on back, and the bull is the legs. And you can even see the bull head here. I've been going through and watching and rewatching Power Rangers from the beginning, and I've gotten past where I watched originally. I was on Zeo when this was given to me by my friend Ace Bonzo, which is obviously not his real name, but I will use that name in case he doesn't want me saying his real name. And he was moving, and actually it was his brothers, and they were going to give it to Goodwill or something, which arguably I should let it go to charity, but I shop at Goodwill enough that they get my money. And I was very excited. A free toy is always great. A free robot toy is always great. A free Power Rangers toy is always great. But the robot Power Ranger toy of the series I was watching right now, and this is from the 90s, perfect. When he sent me the picture, it didn't have this helmet on. Part of the gimmick of this one is that he has different powers when you switch his helmet. He had this helmet on, which is not my favorite. But beggars can't be choosers, and I'll take it with a free, you know, whatever helmet. But what I didn't realize was he had all 5 helmets. So this is the kind of the standard helmet that you see on the show, but he also has a cannon and a double cannon, and the bull actually becomes a helmet too. So as far as I know, he's only missing the sword, which I could definitely live without. It's in great condition. This is the American version. How can I tell? Well, you could read that this is Bandai America, blah, blah, blah. Plus I happen to know that, you know, he bought it, his brother bought it as a kid, you know, in America, or his parents, I should say. But the 2 giveaways are here. The gold on this is paint as opposed to the vacuum chrome here. The Japanese one, this would be shiny gold. The other thing is, inside the feet, because of the individual Zords, these are towers that are pulled by the animals. So inside the feet, you can see there are these cords, which is just sort of a yellowish gold string with little plugs. So this, in the Japanese one, would actually be little chains, little, you know, linked chains. So they simplified it a little bit for America. That doesn't bother me too much. I'd rather have the chains, but I'm probably going to keep it in Megazord form, so it doesn't matter that much. The other thing that's kind of funny is I would generally prefer to have the Japanese version. Again, this is free. I'm thrilled with it. I'm not complaining. But I would generally prefer to get the Japanese version given the choice, especially because the chromeness, I like chrome. However, This is more accurate to what we saw on the screen. The Megazord on the TV show didn't have chrome in this area, so the American one, as far as the paint job, is more accurate. As far as the chains, the Japanese one's more accurate. So it's sort of like neither one is 100% accurate, so whichever one you prefer, and the American's always going to be cheaper, and free is the cheapest you can get. So thanks again to Ace Bonzo and his bro there. And I think that's enough for now. That's, what, 5 things? And I got a couple piles more, so I'm gonna film another, and then you'll see it, hopefully. Maybe you'll give it a shot. A toy shot. Thanks for checking in and watching me, Gazbot, for Gazbot's Toy Shots. This chair is a nightmare. It's a nightmare chair. What is going on back there? What are you doing? Chaos. Toy shot. No. No, no, no. This is all terrible.